At this time, we will announce the starting lineups for the visiting Jet from Western Heights. In your own, Guthrie Blue Jays. In the 106 weight class. For the Jets, we have Traylon Tromovanska. For the Blue Jays, Alex Fields. For the 113 weight class. For the Jets, Quaylen Jarvis. For the Blue Jays, Adam Baker. For the 120 weight class. For the Jets, we have Carlos Lewis or Sammy Konolai. For the Blue Jays, we have Caleb Nelson or Tyler Houston. In the 106 weight class. For the Jets, walkover. For the Blue Jays, A.J. Tomlinson, Dakota Walters. In the 132 weight class. For the Jets, Adrian Masius. For the Blue Jays, Devin Lewis. In the 138 weight class. For the Jets, Kurt Todd. For your Blue Jays, Luis Kesner. In the 145 weight class. For your Jets, Pedro Ochoa. For your Blue Jays, Carter Rainey or Kobe Gray. 152. For the Jets, Landon Hildenbrand. For the Blue Jays, Nathan Fitto. In the 160 weight class, for the Jets, Kelsey Furrow or Zach Senego. For your Blue Jays, you have Joe Chabu Cordilla. 170. For the Jets, Dalen Buxton. For the Blue Jays, Jonah Breed. 182. For the Jets, walkover. For your Blue Jays, Esteban Guzman. 195. For the Jets, Chaz Harvey. For the Blue Jays, walkover. 220. For your Jets, Cesar Pistonon. For your Blue Jays, Cooper Howard or J.B. Simpson. In the 285 weight class, for the visiting Jets, Virgil Harris. For your Blue Jays, Dewey Lineker.
And those were your starting lineups here as we come back for the varsity duel. It is indeed homecoming. Had a nice homecoming ceremony. That will be available in its entirety on Guthrie Sports Page YouTube page, as well as the junior high duel and the upcoming varsity duel. Western Heights won the flip. This is a district duel, as Guthrie looking to qualify for district duels coming up later on this season. Guthrie 2-2 in duels on the season so far. Of course, won their last two against Emma Memorial and last week here at home, and then this past Tuesday on the road at El Reno. Western Heights just recently lost a close one to El Reno. Let's see if that plays out here. You would think, given that the Blue Jays would have the advantage. However, you never know. Duels, all about matchups. Guthrie does have several starters out heading into tonight's action. And we will begin at 170 pounds. Well, no. Looks like we're going to begin instead at 160. We were slated to begin at 170. Instead, going to begin at 160. That is Joe Kurillo taking on Zach Sunlight or I can't read that name. Kurillo with the early takedown. Western Heights wrestler off the mat. They'll still be in the down position as we hit the 135 mark here on the restart. Heights wrestler tries to come to his base. Kurillo remats him. Good struggle early here as Kurillo having to do a lot to maintain the ride. Now just has the ankle, but able to remat. However, the Heights wrestler up and out gets the escape. Minute 10 left here in the first period. Back to neutral, 2-1. Kurillo of Guthrie on top. Wrestlers head-to-head, center of the mat. Heights wrestler tried to pick the ankle. Instead, now Kurillo gets the ankle. And we're going to have a potentially dangerous hold and restart here in neutral. Kurillo had hold of the ankle and was starting to turn. He was in a potentially dangerous position. Kurillo looking for a single leg, nothing doing. Going to lock up here again head-to-head. Kurillo shucks him, goes for a shot. Well defended. Back head-to-head now. Token shot there from the Heights wrestler. Kurillo goes in, single leg, drives through, and gets the takedown. 4-1 now, Kurillo on top. 10 seconds left, Kurillo has the high waist ride. And time will expire here in the first period. Kurillo of Guthrie on top, 4-1. Kurillo had the option. He defers. Heights wrestler chooses down. Another 2 minutes on the scoreboard. Kurillo maintains the ride as Heights wrestler tried to sit out on him. Gets him back flat down to the mat. Now working from the left side, trying to work that left arm out. Comes back around to that high ride. Tried to work that left arm over. Good strength by the Heights wrestler. Working back to his base, now gets to his feet. And able to get out for the escape, 4-2. Minute 20 left here in the second period. Shot in here from the Heights wrestler. Kurillo fighting him off, and they go off the mat before the move can be completed. No points awarded. Come back to the center here, still in neutral position. Minute 14 left here in the second. Kurillo of Guthrie on top, 4-2. Wrestlers head-to-head. Both wrestlers kind of taking a little bit of a breather here. Counter shot from Western Heights. Couldn't complete the move, however. Kurillo scrambles out of it. They're back to their feet. There's a shot by Kurillo, but they're off the mat before he can make anything happen. 34 seconds left. And we'll come back for the restart. Kurillo fights off a shot here, looking for the drive as the Heights wrestler still has him in a bad position. Got to award the points here. But no, hip lock thrown in by Kurillo. Very nice, and now he's close to getting the two, and there it is. Beautiful scramble there from the Guthrie wrestler as he got out of a very compromising position and was able to get the 2 points. Now trying to work that right arm out. Won't have time. Second period ends 6-2 in favor of the Guthrie wrestler. Kurillo has the option. He chooses neutral here to begin the third period. 2 minutes on the clock. And Guthrie good fight off on the shot there from Kurillo. He tried to get the high shot. And they're going to go off the mat. No points awarded. Well, I tell you what, Western Heights very close there to getting 2 points on the takedown. Lock up head-to-head again. 6-2 on the scoreboard, but I think match has probably been a little bit closer than that. Kurillo with the single leg. In good position here. Gets the second leg and just can't get his hips around as they go off the edge of the mat. No points awarded. Kurillo very close to shutting the door on this one with that last move. However, still a possibility for the Heights wrestler. Decent shot there from the Heights wrestler. Now they back off. 45 seconds left. Shot in from the Heights wrestler. Gets his arm locked, and we have a potentially dangerous maneuver. Was not blown up, though. Kurillo, they're head to toe now. Kurillo very close if he can get his leg over. There it is. Gets the 2 points. 8-2 score in this one as 10 seconds left on the clock. I think Kurillo just going to ride this one out. Looking for a cheap tilt here, actually, but not going to get it. As time expires, Kurillo wins 8-2. Blue Jays start off with a quick 3 points. So I believe this now is Jonah Freeze. He's taking on Dylan Buxton at 170 pounds. Shot in by Buxton. And a quick 2 points for the Heights wrestler. Gets Freeze to his back. Got a quick 2 count. Now gets Freeze back to his back again. Very close to a fall now. Has the 3 near fall points. And he's trying to wrench that shoulder down for the fall. Buxton has Freeze in a very compromising position, and I think there's the fall right. Oh, very close right there. And there's the call. So Western Heights takes the lead now 6-3. Move on to 182 pounds, Esteban Guzman for the Blue Jays. Don't know who we have here. Nobody listed at 182. Western Heights doesn't have anybody listed here. So we don't have a name on the Heights wrestler, but just some hand fighting going on here early. Guzman with an early single leg here. Trying to pick up the leg now and drive through. Good strength by the Heights wrestler as they go off the mat. Guzman locked up here with the Heights wrestler. Good shot by him. Guzman fights it off, though. Guzman trying to work his hips around here, and very close. Oh, my. Good defense there by the Heights wrestler as he is able to fight Guzman off. Guzman almost with the 2 points. Guzman sprawled out here, trying to work around. Very good defense here by the Heights wrestler, but he needs to get off his knees. Now he's got a double leg. Guzman put himself in a bad position, and it's a takedown, and Guzman's to his back. Guzman had been in control, and now Guzman on his back. I can't see the far side here, but it looks to be he's in some trouble. A little bit high from the Heights wrestler. He needs to pull back just a bit. Time expires before the fall can be awarded. 5-0 the score after the first period, and I tell you what, that was disastrous from Guzman. As we're going to restart Guzman in the down position. Guzman trying to work back to his base. Gets up to his knees. Kicks out a leg. Oh, tried to sit up and out. Got rolled right back. Now to his stomach. Half Nelson thrown in. Guzman goes to his back. And Guzman manages to scramble back to his stomach, not before giving up 3 points, however. 8-0 the score now. Guzman had a bright start in this one, but has not gone his way in the last period and a half. Half Nelson thrown in again. Heights wrestler just cannot get him turned that time. Guzman, boy, I tell you what, he is just holding on down here. As he is flat to his stomach. Now comes up to his knees, working back to his base. And could not get out. Has to go back to his stomach. 20 seconds left, and he does not look promising for the escape here. Unfortunately, already in major decision territory. And there's the turn again. Flat to his back as time expires. Another 2 back points. 10-0. Heights with the option. And gonna choose top. Unsurprising considering that he's been able to turn Guzman several times and get several back points. A couple cheap tilts here. And this could be a tech fall. As he works in the arm again. High spiral ride. Trying to work Guzman's arm out. Minute 40. If Guzman can avoid a tech fall here, it would be a minor victory for him. As he's trying to get up and out. Just hasn't gone well for him. Heights wrestler trying to lock in and get him turned. Minute left. Guzman has done well so far. 1 minute gone, no more points given up. Guzman turns back into him and gets the reversal. 2 points. 10-2 now, and I tell you what, if Guzman can get a cheap tilt here, he might limit the damage here to just a decision. It's an 8-point match right now, 10-2. Dual score 6-3, and it would be a big point saved if he could find a cheap tilt instead. Gives up the reversal, 12-2. Major decision back on, and now Guzman just needs to go ahead and ride. Needs to go ahead and let himself get ridden out here. There's a stall warning against the Western Heights wrestler. An interesting decision. Feel like he's been fairly active. Time expires. Nothing comes of it anyway. 12-2. Final score in that one. Major decision for Western Heights. That makes the score 10-3. This is Cooper Howard. Taking on Harvey. Harvey with the takedown. Harvey lets him go, and Harvey going to go right back in. Howard drives him back off the mat. 2-1 score. I believe we actually did start, if I'm not mistaken, at 170. And we've had some wrestlers from Western Heights wrestling up. Howard, it's put back flat, rolls back to his stomach, 4-1. 4-2 now as he is cut by Harvey. Scramble here, Harvey gets another 2 points, 6-2. I don't think he's confident in his ability to turn Howard, although he's pretty close here to getting those shoulders over. There they go. And very close to a fall. There it is. Cooper Howard gets pinned, makes the score 16-3. So that'll give us Dewey Liniger versus Virgil Harris. Liniger with the weight advantage, but Virgil Harris very quick. Early shot, trying to get Dewey down. Dewey, however, able to scramble out. 2 points awarded. This time to Virgil. Virgil Harris of Western Heights. Keeping a hold of Liniger. And Liniger gets rematted here. Liniger trying to work back to his base as Virgil Harris tries to work that shoulder over. Liniger, actually, if he can kick his hips up, he can get out here pretty quickly. And got 1 foot underneath him. Now has 2 feet underneath him. Drives back into Harris, and Harris able to take them both back down, maintain control. And we have a locked hands, 1 point to Liniger, 2-1. So we had a point for the escape and a technical point, so it should be 2-2. Scoreboard is incorrect at the moment. It is, in fact, 2-2. As Linegar got a point for the escape and a point for locked hands. And now the scoreboard is correct. Neither wrestler taking a shot yet. 5 seconds left. Locked up head-to-head here. And had 2-2 because it had the escape and locked hands. As Linegar with the option, he'll choose to begin in the down position. Linegar gets back to his feet. Harris trying to get him turned. Very close to getting a count. There it is. And I tell you what, he's going to get a fall here. There it is. Virgil Harris with another fall for Western Heights. And I tell you what, Heights has jumped out here to a 22-3 lead. Blue Jays definitely needing to make up some points here at the lower weights. Alex Fields. Taking on Traylon Tramavonson. As Alex defends a shot there from Travamungson. Two wrestlers just kind of feeling each other out here at 106 pounds. Alex looking for an ankle there. Heights wrestler able to fend him off. Tell you what, they're lucky they don't have to fit wrestlers' names on the back of a singlet because I don't think this young man from Western Heights would have much of a chance. There's a good shot there by Travamungson. Tramavongson. Has the ankle, and there gets the takedown. 2-0 in favor of the Heights wrestler. Tried to work something in from behind. Now Fields gets to his feet, trying to fight for hand control. Has 25 seconds to get out. Does. 2-1 now. Fields in with a shot. Has the ankle. Now has him up on a pogo. He's got to chop him down here. If he can catch that other ankle, he can get him down. And he just couldn't find it. Tramavongson trying to get back. There's a scramble, and 2 points awarded right at the end to Tramavongson, 4-1. Good scramble there by the Heights wrestler. Alex Fields starting the down position. We're going to have a caution against Fields. I didn't see much there, but caution was given. Restart, not much doing. Tight waist here by the Heights wrestler. Fields trying to get back to his base, kicks out a leg. Trying to work his way back to his feet. Leg kicked out, now gets back to his feet, has to fight for hand control. Travamungson has to remat him here, and does. Fields Back down on the mat, trying to work his way back up. Now just caught by the ankle. If he can donkey kick his way out. Got drugged back in. Now trying to work in a cradle from behind. And gets Fields over, but Fields able to roll through it. 30 seconds left, and Fields needs to get up and out here. Now he can turn back into him. Has a chance if he can get his hips turned. He just has to get his hips free. If he can turn back into him, he can get 2 points on the reversal. And there he does. There's the reversal, 4-3, 7 seconds left here in the second period. And Fields has turned this one around a little bit. Was trailing by 3 points. Now it's a 1 point deficit as we head into the third period. The Heights wrestler will have the option. He's going to choose down. Fields was asking his coach if he wanted him to cut him. Another caution. And a quick restart. There's the point for the escape. 5-3. Fields with the shot in. Has to keep driving. Lost the leg. Now he's on the wrong end of a front face lock here. Tried to put a shot in. He's going a little heavy to the head there. Good shot here by the Heights wrestler. Potentially dangerous. Ref's not blowing it up yet. And let him wrestle through it. Got out of it. Still no control yet for the Heights wrestler. He whips around, gets the 2 points. 7-3 now. And it looks like it's going to be another Western Heights win. Escape there for Alex Fields, 7-4. If he's going to make this happen, going to take a big move. 51 seconds left. Needs a takedown and some near fall points as he trails by 3. Yet to get a takedown here, get any points from a neutral position is Fields. Really needs his opponent to make a mistake. Tries the roll, and it doesn't work. Ends up giving up the 2 points. A little bit of desperation there. Makes it 9-4. And Heights is going to go ahead and take a pretty big lead here. As now Fields is in some trouble. He's on his back. 15 seconds left. 3 back points coming. And that'll make this a major decision. Very close to a fall. Fields needs to keep up out of that fall as time expires. Avoids the fall, but does give up the major decision. 26-3. Heights on top here. Just at the end there, major decision for Western Heights. Baker, Adam Baker, going to be taking on Quelan Jarvis. Baker with the shot. Jarvis of Heights fights him off. There's another shot by Baker. Trying to dump Jarvis over the top. Does, but can't gain control. Jarvis turns back into him. Baker still has the leg. Baker trying to get him down. Does. 2 points. There's the takedown for Adam Baker of Guthrie. On the ride right now. Guthrie could really use a victory here. They could really use some bonus points if they're going to make a comeback in this one as wrestlers go off the mat. Baker's still in charge of this one. 1:20 left on the clock. There's the restart. Baker, good grip around the waist, other hand on that left ankle. Jarvis trying to work his way up. Back down to the mat here. Gets to his knees. Baker's trying to work something in here. I don't know if he's trying to hook up a cradle or what, but it didn't work. Jarvis tried to work his way out of it, almost gave up a cheap tilt there, and now will. Baker's getting a count. Got 2 bonus points, still have 25 seconds left here in the first period. Baker's still in control, and I tell you what, he could get another cheap tilt, potentially dangerous hold. This ref isn't blowing up for potentially dangerous holds. He's just telling the wrestlers to let it go. Don't know if I've ever seen that tack taken. Nonetheless, time expires. Adam Baker on top, 4-0. Heights with the option. Going to defer. And we have a locked hands. 2 points for the reversal and a point for the locked hands. So it's now 7-0. Jarvis trying to work back to his base. Baker doing a good job on the ride so far. Jarvis trying to turn back into him. Getting dragged back onto the mat by Baker, and Baker takes him back down as they go out of the circle. Come back to the center for the restart. Adam Baker still on top. There's the restart. Jarvis trying to work up from his base. Blue Jays trailing 26-3 in this duel so far. Could really use some bonus points here and have a 7-0 lead and the option in the next period. Excuse me, no, Western Heights will have the option in the next period. As Baker was looking for a cheap tilt there. He's got 42 seconds, has a cradle hooked up, and getting a count. Going to get 2 points here. And that'll put him into major decision territory. And he's already got the 3 points for the back point, so no more can be awarded. 3 are awarded now as he lets go of that cradle. 10-0. And time expires here in the second period. Baker on top, 10-0. Jarvis chooses neutral. Baker has a chance here. He's already in major decision territory. He's got a chance to make this a tech fall. Gets 2 points for the takedown. If he can roll him onto his back, he can end this here. Scramble going here as Jarvis back to his stomach. Baker trying to work that left arm out. Trying to still get that turn. Tried the roll. Didn't work. Minute left. Minute left for Baker to get a tilt here. If he can get a 5 count on the back, this one is over. And a tech fall. He's got 45 seconds. There's the stall warning on Jarvis. And I tell you what, if I'm Jarvis, I just go ahead and take the stall points. Baker just cannot get him over. 22 seconds left. Baker trying to pull him over. There's a count. He gets 2. He's not going to get there. 5 points. And he's 1 point shy as time expires. Does get the major decision. However, he is 1 point shy of the tech fall. 4 points for the Blue Jays there. Makes it 26-7. Trying to figure out who they're sending out there.
Go through the score because it should be 16-0, and we're at 14. Going through our book. What do you have for me?
I have 14.
Let's go back to the third period. Let's just start there and work our way back.
As there's some discussion going on here.
We choose down. We got our escape 1.
No. That's Fields. This is Adam.
Excuse me.
They chose neutral.
We have 14.
I believe there's going to be some discussion over scoring here.
Take down, near fall. Reverse, near fall.
Yeah, we were neutral third period. Taking on
The Western Heights coach, I believe.
Reverse, we go 3 near fall in the cradle. We go neutral, take down. It's all there. Okay, thanks, guys.
As just ensuring that the score was correct, and it was. So who do we got here, Coach? This is Nelson. Caleb Nelson for the Blue Jays taking on either Lewis or Koanohi. Not entirely sure which. There's a shot here by the Heights wrestler. Caleb Lewis fights it off, trying to get his hips around, and they're just kind of scrambling here. Very close here for Lewis to getting the takedown, and Nelson gets the takedown, Up 2-0. Gives up the reversal, however. So it's 2-2. Neither wrestler really getting much in the way of control. Nelson out now, 3-2. Caleb Nelson. Nelson with the shot, has the leg, picks up and over, gets the 2 points and was very close to getting some back points. The Heights wrestler able to get out of trouble there. Nelson still in control. Potentially dangerous hold. Nelson gives it up, however. Back to that high spiral ride. Heights wrestler gets to his knees, trying to work back to that base. Nelson breaks him back down. You can't just stay on top here on the ride. He's got to work to the side here and try and get him over. Risking a stall. Now, as they go off the mat, tried something there right on the edge. As the Heights wrestler took the long way around there. And we're going to have an injury time, or is it blood time? I think it's... The referee didn't spot anything. They're not acting like this is a blood timeout. It's an injury timeout. Like perhaps something got into his eye. Checking his vision here. Chandra Dyer there. Blue Jays trainer. As looks like he's developing a pretty big lump there over his eye. Some discussions going on between the trainer and the coach and the wrestler. And he's going to come over and get some treatment here.
How are we done with injury time?
As he's going to get a bandage over that eye. Not going to be the coolest look.
Doesn't matter. It's still going. It's not full.
But I think that's just going to be to protect the eye there.
No, he's not. There's no open blood. He's not.
Didn't seem to be any blood. So I believe that's just some gauze for protection with some athletic tape around it. And that'll be a lot of fun to get out of your hair. Get that off when you come off the mat here in a little while. Caleb Nelson gets a caution there. Tried to start a little bit too soon. He's going to back out. Referee kind of faked him out there a little bit, though. And time will expire here in the first period. 5-2, Caleb Nelson on top. Heights with the option. They'll defer. Nelson. Choose down. Gets up, tries to break hand control. And they're going to go off the mat. No point awarded. Just 5 seconds gone there. Nelson got up and out quick. Does again. Looking to fight, break that hand control. Reaches back and they're going to go off the mat. No points awarded again. Going to come back here to the center. Nelson still in the down position. There's the whistle. Nelson up. Trying to fight for hand control. Very close to getting out and does. Gets the, no point awarded. Didn't get the separation. Now the point will be awarded. Going to restart here in neutral. Minute 30 left here in the second period. Shot in here by Nelson and a quick 2 points on the double leg. very good double leg takedown there. 8-2 is the score. Nelson has the chicken wing in. Very close to getting a tilt here. Very close. There's the count. There's the 5 count, so 3 points will be awarded. Very close to a fall, however. Resets himself. Looking to work that weight down on that shoulder. Very close to a fall. Nelson just cannot get that shoulder down. Now he's going to bridge up and out of it and roll over. There's the 3 points awarded, so it's 11-2 now. Already a major decision territory here for Nelson. Blue Jays can certainly use all the bonus points they can get. Very close to a fall here. Nelson gets him to his back, has the 3 points. 5 seconds left to get the fall. And boy, is he close. But no pin awarded. There's 3 points, 14-2. A 12-point advantage for Nelson. And the Heights wrestler is going to choose here to begin in the top position. He's going to choose to cut him on the restart. Nelson tried to get up and out. Good restart there by the Heights wrestler. Still 14-2, only 1 second gone off of that restart. And they're actually going to discuss that because it should have been at least 4 seconds off the clock there.
Okay,
What about 6 seconds?
yeah.
Coach, about 6. You good with it?
Okay.
They're going to go ahead and run it down to 154 here. 153. Certainly more than 1 second had gone off the clock there. Nelson's still in the down position. He's up 14-2. He's got the bonus points. He's going to do the diamond restart again. Try and clip him. Nelson turns back into him. Nelson looking to fight his leg out. Nelson trying to drive through. Gets the 2 points on the reversal. He is 1 point away from the tech fall. I tell you what, if I'm Nelson, I cut him here. Nelson should cut him here. Then he'll be just a takedown away from a tech fall. Nelson going to go for the pin, though. Nelson hadn't had much luck getting his opponent onto his back so far in this match. So they go off the edge of the mat. Going to come back to the center. There's a restart. Nelson very close to a tilt there, but the opponent gets back to his base. Nelson cuts him back down. 33 seconds left. He's got to cut him here at some point. We've hit 20 seconds left. He's got to cut him here. And he won't cut him. 10 seconds left. And Nelson's going to run out of time. It's just going to be the major decision. 16-2, the final score. Nelson decided not to cut him there. And the Blue Jays miss out on an extra bonus point that would have been for that tech fall. 26-11 in favor of Heights. Well, I'll tell you what, Western Heights have done a good job of limiting the damage so far. As, who do we have up here? Tyler Musil. And Musil drives through, very close, gets the takedown, getting some back points there, was very close to the fall. 2 back points awarded, makes it 4-0 early. Musil trying to work in for some more. Trying to get him turned, and does. Very close to a fall. There it is. The Blue Jays get the fall they desperately need. Makes it 26-17 as Tyler Musil does a very, very good job. This is going to be Adrian Masius taking on, is this Devin Lillis? As Masius gets the early takedown. Or Devin Lillis. This is Dakota Walters taking on Masius. Giving up some weight here. Only about 5 pounds, however. There's the escape by Walters. Shot in here by Masius. Picks up Walters. Walters able to avoid the takedown. And Masius still can't get the takedown there. Had him around the waist. But Walters able to squirm his way out of it. Double leg shot there from Masius. We're at 132 pounds right now. I believe we've got 4 more matches after this one. 2 points on the takedown there for Masius. Blue Jays could really use a decision here, but still not fatal to them if they don't. Walters just really needs to not give up bonus points here. If he could get the win, that would be great. It would make it a 6-point duel. Masius on the ride here. He's up 4-1. Has 5 seconds left. Time about to expire. And it does. Masius with the option. He'll defer. Walters chooses down. Needs to get up and out quickly here. Very slow restart there. As Masius with the waist. Trying to take Walters to his back. Picks up the leg. Trying to work him over. Walters flat on his stomach. Finding the hands down. on the mat. Now gets back to his knees. Needs to get his head up. Kick that leg out. And can't quite get there. Back down to his stomach. Masius doing well on the ride, but now to a seated position was Walters. Ends up back to his knees, now back to a seated position. Needs to kick a leg out here and try and get back to his feet. Potentially dangerous hold here, but Walters gets the arm out. .48 seconds left here in the second period. And Walters is struggling here to get back to his feet. Flat on his stomach here on the mat. And Walters is in danger of getting ridden out in this entire period. Walters can't come back to his base. Walters trying to get back up to his feet, but he's going to run out of time. And he gets ridden out here in that second period. 4-1. Masius with the option. He's going to choose down. Well, I tell you what, if Walters can get a cheap tilt here, he might be able to get back in this one, but Masius up quickly. Gets the escape and the takedown. So 3 points there. Should be 7-2 as the escape and the takedown were given, not a reversal. It's 2 back points, so it's 9-2. Scoreboard is incorrect at the moment. Make it 9-3 after he cuts him. Looking for the major decision. Masius looking for a shot. He's probing here. He's got a minute left with which to work. And there's the takedown. No, he called him off the mat. Wow. What a tough decision there by the official. As I thought for sure that was a takedown for Masius, and so did Walters as he went into the down position. But there is the takedown, 2 points. That makes it 11-3. And that's a major decision. Scoreboard is incorrect. It will be a major decision. But I'm sure that will be sorted out after this is over. And he's going to cut him. I believe the coach doesn't realize that the scoreboard is incorrect. He just cut him there. Had the major decision, decided to cut him. And there's a takedown for Walters. Walters gets this back to 4 points. He had given up a major decision, but a major blunder by Western Heights there. As the final score will be 11-6. Wow. We move on to the next match. Should be Devin Lillis, I believe, taking on Kirk Phi. 5 with the early shot. Luis. So this is Luis Kesner, excuse me. And there's a shot there by Kirk Fye. Fye, deep single leg. Kesner gets out of it. Kesner now with the single leg, driving through. And get his arm out and around. Now he just has to pull his head out. Gets control. Now working his opponent onto his back. Very close to a fall. There it is. Luis Kesner with the fall. And it is a 6-point duel now. With 3 matches left to go. 29-23, Western Heights on top. I believe this is Colby Graves. Is this Colby Graves? Parker? Okay. This is Parker Rainey. Excuse me. Freshman taking on Pedro Ochoa of Western Heights. Here at 145 pounds. There's a shot by Parker Rainey. And he's driving through, gets 2 points on the takedown, and he's close to a fall. Got 2 near fall points nonetheless, 4-0. All the momentum going with the Blue Jays now, as that last fall has certainly given them a lift. Parker Rainey trying to drive through and get his opponent on his back. He does. Just got to pull him back now. Very close to a fall. Has to get that left shoulder down. So close. Can't be more than an inch between that shoulder blade and the floor. He's got the 3 near fall as Ochoa tries to bridge out, but there's the fall for the Blue Jays, and it is a tie duel, 29 all. And so now, 2 matches to go. This is Colby Graves wrestling up a weight class, 152 pounds, taking on Heldenbrand. Giving up about 10 pounds here to Heldenbrand. But Graves, very close to a takedown there, as we have a mad scramble. Heldenbrand with the advantage now, and he gets the 2 points for the takedown coming out of the scramble. Strength showing there. Hip lock thrown in there by Graves as they go off the edge of the mat. 2-0, come back to restart. 1:14 left here in the first. All knotted up at 29s now, as we're going to have a quick caution on Graves as he tried to do a quick roll. Here's the restart. Graves trying to work back to his base. Legs thrown in here by Heldenbrand. Graves back to his knees. Heldenbrand trying to get him turned here. Heldenbrand gets back to his knees. Gets thrown back down to Graves. Graves gets stacked up. There was a quick 2 count there, and so 2 back points were awarded. Graves very close to getting up and out there, couldn't quite manage it. It's 4-0. As Hildenbrand's strength is really showing here. He's got the extra 10 pounds and he is using every bit of it. As time expires in that first period, 4-0 is the score. Graves with the option. And he'll go ahead and choose down. We're going to have a caution here on Hildenbrand. First caution on him, so caution apiece. And there's the restart. Graves trying to work back to his base, gets to his knees. Now on all fours. Crossface ride here. Graves throws a leg over. Now Hildenbrand trying to get him turned. Has him across the neck and is trying to wrench him over. No luck. Now he throws in that half Nelson trying to turn the shoulders. Graves gets to his feet briefly, however. But now he's getting another count as he's trying to stack him up. Gets the 3 near fall points. Graves finally gets completely to his feet. Needs to gain hand control, does, gets up and out. 7-1. Graves on the attack, very close to a takedown of his own, but they're so close to the edge of the mat. I doubt he can get it there on the edge. And he does get the 2 points awarded as they go off the mat. Certainly a controversial call, as I believe the Western Heights coaches are a bit bemused with that. It's 7-3, and Graves now riding, trying to get a cheap tilt here. Very close. As time is running down here, under 30 seconds. And there he's getting that cheap tilt as 2 back points and then gives up 2 points on the reversal. And then 2 points right back on the reversal. 9-7 is the score. As time expires with Graves in control. A lot of points there in that mad scramble. I think they're just checking to see how many points were actually scored.
The rule has not changed. I have a book. I'm telling you right now, they're not allowed to have tape anywhere on the headgear at all. I'm a state certified ref. I'm telling you right now.
On the mask.
It does not matter. It does not matter. I'm telling you right now, you can call any official you want to. You don't have to take my word for it. It is illegal. It does not matter. It's part of the headgear. It is illegally equipped. It's a technical violation. You cannot have tape on the headgear. It does not matter. It's part of the
They're
headgear.
arguing the tape on the headgear, it appears. That is a violation of the rules.
You get a phone call about it. You're wrong.
So that was a yeah. He should have had 2 near fall, and then it was 2 reversal red. You got the reversal. Yeah, there was green back points.
As it's going to be 9-9. No, 9-7. Okay. So we're going to have second caution there on Graves. Quick restart. He gets to his feet. Up and out. It is 10-7 now. A good move there and a takedown for Graves. He's only down 1 point now, 10-9. Trying to stack up his opponent, Heldenbrand. Heldenbrand very close to going over. Able to keep his head out, though. Decision to cut there by Graves. 9-11. Graves trails. Graves, another takedown. 11-all, 1 minute to go. And they're telling him to cut him again. As Heldenbrand's trying to fight his way out, he's holding on desperately to Graves' leg. And now Graves just gets off the edge of the mat, and he's going to go back to neutral here. Restart in neutral. Give up the point and look for the takedown. He's got 40 seconds to do it. He has dominated this period, and he gets the takedown. 13-12. And now he just has to ride him out. 25 seconds left. Graves on top, and this one would put the Blue Jays in the driver's seat with 2 more matches to go. 10 seconds left. Heldenbrand trying desperately to get back to his feet, tries a roll, nothing doing. And time will expire. Colby Graves with a big comeback victory for the Blue Jays gives them a 32-29 lead in this duel. I believe this is our last match, actually. This is going to be Finto, Nathan Finto, and he's taking on Kelsey Furia. Finto with the double leg takedown right on the edge of the mat, and they go off the edge. Finto with a 2-0 lead. Finto maintains his advantage on the restart. Trying to work the left arm out. And he cuts her. Gets the takedown right on the edge of the mat. Up 4-1. Tried to turn back into her there. Instead, she goes to the bottom, and we're going to have a technical point. Went hard to the head there. So that's going to make it 4-2. As there's yet a more discussion.
That has to be attached to the headgear. That is a rule. That's a rule question.
As A technical point will be awarded to Guthrie for wrestler's head cap coming off. As now there's more discussion going on. As it appears they're going to forfeit the rest of the match. I do not know what happened there, but the Blue Jays will end it 38-29 with the victory after the forfeit. As Coach Chappell's going to go down real quick and get the details for us. We're not going to leave until we know exactly what happened there in that final match. As go ahead and bring in Chris Evans here. And Chris, I tell you what, it did not look good early for the Blue Jays, but they stormed back in that one to get the 9-point victory.
Yeah, and Coach Stevens told us at the beginning of the year he's got a lot of good wrestlers at the lower weights, and the lower weights we're going to have to carry his team, especially with Dane Jenkins for Guthrie not participating tonight, and that put you behind a couple points there. But as expected, the lower weights come through for the Blue Jays once again here tonight in a I don't want to call it a must-win district duel, but it was pretty much there. Blue Jays have never been to a district duel, so this is the step in the right direction. This is one of the better chances the Jays have had since the Brian Dunton Landry Chapel days. Of course, they still got a couple more going from. Of course, Deer Creek is the marquee one now that the Blue Jays are behind Western Heights, and so we'll see how it plays out. But the Jays had to have this one to keep their hopes alive for a first ever district duel.
Well, absolutely, and if you can get past districts, then get on to the fun atmosphere that is the dual state championships, which I've never been to a 5A, 6A dual state championship. Been to plenty of 3A, 4A ones. Never been to a 5A, 6A. But those are some of the best events, especially for a fan if you're looking for an event to follow, to really sink your teeth into. Dual state is definitely the one because you don't have all the weird tournament scoring and stuff. It's team versus team. Winner moves on. It's a bracket challenges. We're waiting to find out what exactly happened in that last match.
Yep, here comes Coach Chappell now with the explanation.
Okay.
Coach Chappell explaining that to Craig right now. As we had a forfeit at the end of this match, it was 26-26.
Yeah. Okay. The rule is you have to have a one-piece headgear if you have long hair.
Okay.
And
Finto is up against the female wrestler, who obviously has the longer hair. So.
Or a male wrestler with longer hair.
Sure.
If they lose the skull cap and it's not attached, if they lose it, then it is an automatic technical point. And apparently Western Heights weren't entirely happy with that, and so decided to go ahead and forfeit the match because they couldn't get it to where it was a one-piece headset. So that ended that, and Guthrie ends up winning 38-29.
Jays have now won 3 duels in a row. El Reno, Edmond Memorial, and Western Heights, and it took a little bump on in tournament action in the Cushing tournament. Cushing tournament, year in, year out, one of the toughest tournaments in the state of Oklahoma, and the Blue Jays found out how tough it was. Again, Blue Jays without several wrestlers. Of course, state qualifier Kurgan Cornwell from a year ago out this year due to injury, so the Jays were behind the 8 ball to begin the entire season.
Well, when you look at the toughest tournaments, Guthrie's gone to several of them.
It will be going to them.
Perry Tournament of Champions, the Cushing tournament. are two of the toughest tournaments in the state, because you're talking about some of the top wrestling schools in the state, but also from out of state. You got teams from Texas, from Kansas.
Yeah, Irving MacArthur, Texas won the Cushing tournament. Not even close.
They're certainly coming on. A lot of those bigger Texas schools starting to come on in their wrestling, as it's all pretty new down there in Texas. Not a lot of programs, but certainly some very good ones coming out of there. What they lack in depth, they make up for in quality. As we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Blue Jays win this one 38-29. Be sure, if you were listening to us, be sure to catch all the action on GuthrieSportsPage.com, the Guthrie Sports Page YouTube page, where you will be able to watch all the action coming up later on this evening.
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff from tonight. Not only the varsity duel, which is the number one thing we'll get on there tonight or early first thing tomorrow. Depends on how quick my computer wants to render video. But we'll also have the junior high duel match, as the junior high guys go down in a big way today to Western Heights. But we'll also have the homecoming festivities that happen in between the two matches. So a lot going on, and we come back tomorrow night and do it all again, as the basketball squads will hit the gymnasium floor tomorrow for homecoming 2016. Blue Jays and Lady Jays will host Piedmont. Should be a very entertaining girls basketball game. The Blue Jays should also have a good one. Jays will be favored. Piedmont girls are always tough, but the Lady Jays ranked number 6 in Class 5A basketball this year. Should give them a good challenge. Should be a great night of hoops tomorrow night.
Yep, that's going to be you and Casey Porter tomorrow night, as Blue Jays taking on the Wildcats. We're going to call it a night here. Final score for the final time, 38-29 Blue Jays. You've been listening to Blue Jay Wrestling on GuthrieSportsPage.com.